Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Player at Sky Magneto. This is a special order through Tatsu Hobby. You can send them an inquiry through info@tatsuhobby.com. And it's just one of those figures that are kind of hard to sell. And you won't see this on their web store or in their storefront. You have to special order them. For those following, and I've discussed this many times on my previous Player at Sky review, they are expensive. You're looking at around $140, $150 price range for the new releases. And that there is a trade-off on that. Before you can get them for $80, $90, but the quality control is not as good as it is now. Plus, they provide more hands. Like now you get pairs. Before you can only get like the right hand for a certain gesture. So they kind of stepped it up, and as well as the paint app and design, it's really amazing as of late. And as much as I want to tell myself to stop buying them, it's hard not to. It looks awesome. Anyways, let's take a look at this one. Here's the box art right here, really cool. You got the Magneto right there, designed by Hitoshi Kondo. Let's move this around. Here we go. It's a big box. Player at Sky does come with that. On the back side, we get a little bit of a comics. There we go. Quite interesting. And I think that's pretty much it for the box. Well, the outside, that is. And let me just move this around for those curious what's in there. I do have questions sometimes like, oh, do you have this particular sticker? Then I'm trying to remember, because sometimes they go to storage. I can't remember if there was a sticker. I didn't. And sometimes when I do the reviews, I don't flip it on that particular side where the sticker was. So, Moving in, we have the inside part. We got Magneto there, quite nice, and we got the nice photo there of him in action. Looks like it's CG'd, but it's like a Photoshop of the figure, because we see the seam line on the torso right there. Some info here. I'm not sure if you can read that, but if you want to, you can go ahead and pause this video and read on that. So yeah, it's a window box as always with the magnetized cover here. There we go, that's the box. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so here we go. We got Magneto. His stand's about 10¼ inch, around that height. And for the most part, most Player at Sky around 10-inch figures. They're big. And yeah, he looks awesome with the sculpt, all that details on the armor, and just it's a marvelous figure. Alright, so yeah, where do we start? There's just a lot of things to go over in this guy, and just in terms of details. In terms of accessories, there's not much, but still. Alright, so here we go. That is amazing. Now, why don't we talk with the cape first? I think that's kind of like the highlight of this figure. Let's see if I can capture that one. Now, this cape is, the typical flexible material. It's soft. But the details on this one, the light is, it's too glossy on the camera here, but it is amazing. It's kind of like a little, well, I think it's made of like metal alloy that he kind of pulled together. And he is the master of magnetism. But that is amazing. I like the texture. It's kind of like dragon scales, or like a metal dragon. That is just gorgeous. Likewise, there is going to be a cut right there. And all Player at Sky cape are kind of like designed like that. And there's going to be a cut in half, which there's two big joints over there. Sometimes they're ratchet, sometimes they don't. But they're big enough, and you can separate the wings. It would be great if there's another one here on the middle, but that will probably just make it a little too heavy. So it's always kind of like this, and some people don't like that idea of a cape being split in half. They want like one full cape. For me, it depends on the character or the figure. This one works the way it is. I like it. Since the cape is kind of like, well, it's not organic, but kind of has a life of its own. Since he can control it to shape whatever he likes, so it's great. Kind of reminds me of Spawn. Spawn's cape. But yeah, really nice. So that's the cape right there. And let's take a look at the head. Alright, so for the helmet here, or the head area, you got the nice articulation, side to side. You can look down. Oops. Look up. Very nice. And you can detach this. You can see a little video there. So it is hollow. And with that, there's no extra part that you can put on to have like a unmasked or without the helmet on. So it's a bit of a bummer. You can swap that with the alternate face, with the angry one, like so. And I put this on. There we go. And I kind of like how this is because it's actually the proportions of the head and the neck works out. I think it really works out. Actually, let me put the other one. Don't want him to be angry all the time in this review. Alright, get that, there we go. Yeah, I like it. Kind of looks like a knight. Those paladin helmets. I like it. Yeah, again, with the proportions, I think it works out well. The neck is not too big, nor too small. Even the head, I think proportion is great on this one. So again, look down, look up. Yeah, just very good articulation there. Now for this part here, it is mounted on the back side. If you peek here, you can kind of see that. That's kind of hard to show in the camera, but it's mounted there. So this side here hinders the shoulder articulation. It's kind of hard to move that there. You cannot move outward like this, but you can move it forward and maybe back a little bit. Yeah, it's one of those angles down for that joint. And yeah, move his chest across like this. There we go. You do have bicep swivel, although the bicep is kind of weird on certain angles. It's kind of disconnected. You got your elbow articulation there. The ratchet's nice. And you got your wrist articulation there. The wrist is a little too, it's a bit exposed. In certain angles it looks weird, but if you get just the right pose, you can kind of make it blend and as if it's not there. So there's that. This chest piece is that flexible material, although there's just so much material in there that it's kind of hard. Then you got your mid-torso movement there, a bit on the waist as well, which is great. You got your floating waist, that flexible material. Got some nice details right there. I like that. Same thing on the back side here. Oh, almost forgot that. This part's here on the forearm, it's part of the design. It doesn't move or anything of that sort. It's actually kind of interesting. One of their rods or pillars which help him control his magnetism, or yeah, something of that sort. It's cool. Here you got this extra kind of like a side skirt thing, which helps with the just the design, making it look like it's connected down here. Then you got your typical Player Sky waist joints. Move forward, back, and then you got your swivel right here on the tie. I thought it'll be up there, but yeah, the mold is all in there. So having it here, it's actually good. There we go. Then you got your knee, double jointed as always. There we go, separate knee armor. I wish the knee armor were a little bit bigger. That way it'll hide this joints here. Yeah, sometimes it kind of looks weird, especially when you have him pose where he's flying with the knee up, and sometimes just finding that right angle It's kind of hard to achieve. Maybe I'll stick with that, but it's a bit unsightly with those joints. You got your ankle right here, and you can actually twist it, or in a certain angle you get that nice wide stance, which is good. Your toe joint, there we go. Got some design on the sole, and I think that's it for articulation. Overall, I am quite happy. I think the only limiting part here is the shoulder, which is, I think it's okay. Again, with the cape and everything, that looks awesome. So that's that. Let's go over the hands and effect parts next. Alright, so aside from the closed fist, we have a couple hands here. Let's see if I can get this in here. So first off, you have the open hands here, which has some nice details, fully painted. And then you got this one here. It's kind of like the chokehold, the force choke. Yeah, so you got 3 pairs of hands total. On top of that, you're gonna get a pair of this kind of like electrical effect parts, and you've seen him. Well, for me, not quite in the movies. We've seen this electrical effect, but in games, yeah, definitely. If you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom or stuff like that. So this is cool. Now there is a ring in the middle here, which is kind of where you want to put the hand, and it doesn't really tell you which side is which, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so pop that out, put that there in somewhere in there, and you're just gonna see if you can get the hand back into that wrist joint. So I think that's good enough. All right, so that is a cool effect. And let's go with this particular hand here. Yeah, I think that kind of works out. Well, let's make him angry. There we go. So yeah, this is an awesome figure for Magneto. He's really muscular. Kind of reminds me of Bison. Actually, Street Fighter, he's kind of like the equivalent of Magneto, that evil guy with a red clothing and a cape. So yeah, there we go. That looks amazing. I like it. All right. Other than that, we can put on the next hand as well. I think we'll go with the closed fist. So let's go duo wield the lightning thingy-majiggy. Alright, I think that goes like that. We put in the wrist or the hand here. Just make sure it is there. So sometimes it kind of pops off. So there you go. Got some lightning. Really cool. Now, it makes me wonder if they're gonna make Storm. If they're going with this X-Men. We have Wolverine already. We have Deadpool. Maybe Cyclops. Cyclops would be cool. What else is there in X-Men? Colossus. Yeah. There's a lot of X-Men characters that they can put into Playwright Sky, and it looks promising. Again, this is the Magneto from Playwright Sky. Really great figure. I like it. There's tons of what you can do on this one. Also, it comes with a Playwright Sky stand. Got tongue-tied there. I have the old style here, which has the holes as well as the connecting part for multiple bases. This is what it comes out with. So, either you put it in the middle or you put it at the end here. Just gonna go ahead and just use the same arm. Actually, interesting. Does not work. It doesn't fit. That is odd. Alright, so anyways, I'm gonna use the same base, I guess, since the other one won't work. And we're gonna put it here. So this is the part where you want that cape to split in half to get that gap right there. Alright. And it's a matter of balancing. Let's get this a little higher here. There we go. Oh, it got loose. That's the problem with this. And getting it tightened is a problem too. Where is that? I don't have the tool with me, but it does come with a tool. Oops. There it goes. You kind of need like a hex tool here. But I gotta just winging it right now. I think that's good enough. All right, getting this back here. Technical difficulties, right? And I'm just gonna go like that. Anyways, gonna help him fly a little bit, tiptoe. There we go, Magneto. Really awesome. Again, got my from That's So Hobby. And I think that's pretty much it for the review. If you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.